Hi Leos, welcome to With Love Always Serve. My name is Whitney. This is a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Today we're going to talk about the Pluto cazimi happening at 29 degrees Capricorn, as well as Pluto's ingress into Aquarius. And this is both happening on January 20th. So, what is a cazimi? We're going to talk a little bit about the astrology and then we're going to get into the cards, okay? A cazimi is when a planet enters into the heart of the sun, which Pluto will do. The cazimi is said to purify, strengthen, and illuminate the energies of that planet. And the energy of the planet Pluto is about transformation, as we all know that Phoenix rising, rebirth energy, death and rebirth energy, that metamorphosis energy, power dynamics, power struggles, truths being unveiled, having psychic revelations. Pluto is the god of the underworld, so being able to access hidden information from the spiritual realms is also about shadow work, diving into the depths of our subconscious, being able to release toxic and heavy emotional baggage and trauma. Okay, now when Pluto enters into Aquarius, it creates a 20-year shift. Okay, and it will ingress this year specifically back into, well, retrograde actually, back into Capricorn for a few months. But when 2025 comes, that's it. It's all about Pluto in Aquarius. No more retrograding back into Capricorn. So for you specifically, Leo, the Kazime is happening in your sixth house, it's closing out energies in your sixth house, and the ingress into Aquarius is happening to your seventh house. So when it comes to sixth house themes, the way you've been of service to others, the way others have been of service to you, your daily habits and routines, your health, um, rental agreements, um, bad fortune, like feeling like you're experiencing a lot of unlucky times, um, work, if I haven't already said work, right? And so there's a climax that is coming for those energies for you in your sixth house. Now, as it relates to your seventh house, the way you relate to others is going to change, Leo, over the next 20 years. The seventh house has to do with our partnerships, our client and audience, our open enemies, legal contracts, okay? Um, so you're going to see how there are some connections in your life that could go through a rebirth process by speaking about more of the heavier things. You could see yourself standing up to people in your life or people who you may have or may not have taken advantage of may stand up to you. Okay. Um, you could get experience some truths, or some truths could be exposed about you and others. You could cement some long-lasting contracts that change your life for the next 20 years. Business contracts, meet a client that changes your life. You know, um, put out some piece of work that reaches an audience that become a part of your life for a long time. Okay, so let's get into the cards. Give me a second. Let me just put on back this music. I am listening to Chandra Siva. I love her music. Do look her up on YouTube if you haven't yet. And if it is your channel, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a return subscriber, welcome back. Please do hit that like button and share, okay? It's the best and easiest way to help the channel. I do offer personal readings, so you want to check the description box for that information. Oh. All right. Pluto Kazimi. What is it closing out for Leos? I would advise you to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a full picture. Okay, sun as it relates to your career, your external environment. Rising sign, most accurate, and your moon sign as it relates to the home life, mother. But the sun sign is also related to the father. Okay, scales of balance wanted to show for you. I won't keep it, but we'll see. Um, who got this? Cancer just got that. What is the inverse into Aquarius? Bring it in for you. Bring it for these. Please, very precise and accurate messages. Interesting that I cut to giving and receiving, which is kind of like that scales of balance, and this is affecting your one-to-one partnerships. For Leos, please, it's inverse into Aquarius. I'm gonna try to keep these readings to 20 minutes or below, okay? Queen of Heaven, blessings from the Divine Empress of the Skies. Wow, you have miracles coming in, blessings coming in as it relates to sixth house matters. Let's read what that is about. I haven't gotten this card in a long time. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. So this could be you at your workplace, Leo, or some career that you're entering that you get to be in a position of authority, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's not like a job in the occults, right, or esoteric. It's just that you're supposed to be a beacon of guidance for these people. You're supposed to transform the culture of whatever that is to be one where it's more helpful in raising the vibrations of the planet, okay? That's what I'm getting. This oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considering doing so. Exactly. You are encouraged to contemplate how you might step more fully into your own authority, which makes sense because Pluto is then going into your 7th house, which is all about, that power struggles. All right. Making peace with authority figures, past and present, often involves pulling back the unconscious projection of our own authority, divining strength upon those persons, seeing them as belonging to ourselves, and allowing the other to be more human. Okay, so allow the release of forgiveness that comes with compassion and the freedom that willingness to grow within brings, so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed. That's what I'm feeling on the work front when it has to do with maybe people that you worked for or people who were your employees. This house could be your employees. You're gonna have to do some transformation there when it comes to how you see people in authority and how others may have viewed you in authority if you were ever at that point where you were blessed enough to be someone's boss, okay? But you're going to be stepping into a place of authority. Wow. Rising sun, the divine solar child is reborn. Leo, you're stepping fully into your power, okay? But here we go. Heart chakra healing is needed. I'm looking at all this green energy. And we have grief here, which is about looking at how we expected something to be and accepting that it's not turning out that way, or it didn't turn out that way, and allow ourselves to feel. It's okay to feel. You have to allow yourself to feel, okay? No, let's try to suppress it. Grieving is feeling for something that didn't play out the way that you wanted it to. All right, let's see more themes on this Pluto Kazemi, please, for Leos when it comes to this Queen of Heaven. Peace, yeah. Oh, power and control was at the bottom. So it's making peace with some dynamics where you may feel like someone got the upper hand on you, but when you're granted this blessing of being able to become someone else's boss, do it differently, okay? One more card, please. Oh, this is going to be my last reading for this morning. I'm getting hungry. I need to go cook. Oh, I'm gonna read the rising sun one right now. So what is rising sun and grief? Bring in for me, please. Now, Leo, you have a full moon in your sign on the 25th, 5 days after this energy. And it's going to create a direct opposition to Pluto in Aquarius this full moon. So I do feel like you're gonna be illuminated on a lot of things that have to change. Yeah, releasing and mindfulness. And I feel this mindfulness ties hand in hand with this peace. Like there's, and that's the Pluto energy too. And that's what full moons are too. You may want to do some release work around whatever grief for whatever didn't play out the way you wanted. So let's read rising sun. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. I ain't even gonna win anymore. Win, no. Let me read this part. It is one true boldness, persistence. I'm not even gonna read anymore because you're about to win. There's a lesson upon you. Okay. You have been true. I'm gonna read this part. You have been through much. And now victory is upon you, beloved, for the divine solar child and your consciousness within you is born. Okay, you're gonna win. Peace and insomnia. So this might be something that really got to you. It's interesting. Lately I've been seeing a lot of past co-workers from some place that I worked for well over 5.5 years. I think it was 5 years, 8 months. And I had to leave that place because the people who were in a position of authority over me abused their authority. And working there, I lost so much sleep. I developed insomnia because I was just like overthinking, man, what am I gonna encounter tomorrow? It was really bad. And eventually I had to leave it, right? And I was bitter for some time. And then eventually I did the process of grieving. And I'm in a much better space now. The company that I left it for, I'm still with this company. It's going to make 5 years now that I'm with this company. But I had to make peace with it. I had to not, every time I passed the building, be so angry, And I'm just saying, I'm just going to use that as an example for you that it may be time, okay? Yeah, you have some shame that you have to transmute. The shame is blocking the ability for you to properly grieve this, because if you're in a space of shame, you're not in a space of acceptance. Then we have that divine feminine energy. Be more nurturing with yourself. Hold space for yourself regardless of your gender. Hold space for yourself. I think I saw something in here about divine feminine for this rising sun. Let me just check it. As we journey into the ancient feminine, there are many, many times when we meet her dark face. However, no matter how much we encounter the inner workings of the womb of the divine feminine, there are always moments of entering the light of birth into a new world, as a new being, into a reality transformed. Okay, so this divine feminine is asking you to embody that divine feminine energy to transform whatever this is. You see how this person is expecting, and then here we have a child that is born. You have to go through the grieving process in order to birth a new reality, essentially. But you can't get there if you're in a space of shame. And that's why you may have felt like you were encountering a lot of bad opportunity, or like a lot of unlucky times. Yeah, wounded healer. You have to heal those wounds. Release, right? Release the wounds. Let's see what's at the bottom of this one. We have second chances. So I feel when it comes to like your work life and your career or whatever it is that you believe that you have a service to give to humanity, you're getting a second chance. Just transmit that energy. Okay. All right, let's go. Queen of Skies. Tell us more about Queen of Skies. Ace of Cups. Tower moment. Ace of Wands. An end brings a new beginning here. Okay? You have two aces. Temperance. This is divine intervention. This is divine intervention here for you. Or this may have already happened. You may feel like things have been very tumultuous. Again, that sixth of energy, like you're going through the worst of it. But it was only to allow you, again, with that mother and that child energy, that divine feminine energy, to bring forth new life. Okay? Look up the scarab beetle, spiritual meaning. But I do feel this is divine intervention for you. I'm not even going to go into this anymore. This full moon is going to spot for you wherever that thing was that you lost, where it was not really solid in your life. Okay, let me just use this for the shame. All right, sorry about that. I'm getting a lot of notifications. So that's more about the shame and the grief. It's more about the shame and the grief. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. You can't keep crying over spilled milk. Yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of aces. There is a new beginning that is coming for you, okay? Solid opportunity, but you seem to be in a space of focusing on opportunities that were wasted, that you can see that all your experiences have been building you up for this moment, that there's no such thing as a wasted experience. Okay, because the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like it's a long time coming. It feels like you were putting in a lot of work and you're seeing nothing, but it's coming. Okay, wish fulfillment. Here it is. The right. I know this is the Lover's card, but this could also represent like legal contracts, and which Pluto is moving into your 7th house, long lasting legal contracts for you. That's all I could say. So tell us more about this opportunity, Spirit, and then we're going to end the reading right there. Six of Swords. Ooh, look at the bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles. That's boss energy. But Six of Swords and Three of Wands. Yeah. You're moving into a karma period here. The Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about all that struggle. The Three of Wands is, yeah, it's been a long time coming, but what you've been waiting for is finally here. Your ships are coming in. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. You have an offer that will turn you into this King of Pentacles. Be it blessed, Leos.